Hey guys, this is Scott and welcome to my channel, Scape Art by Scott. I'm here to do another video for you today. And keep subscribing to that channel for me, guys, if you will, and you know, share and you know, hit that old like button for me. You know, that will help me keep my little videos going here. This will be my 86th video, and I'm thinking probably around my 130th. If I ever get that far, you know, somewhere around there, 150, maybe my video will start getting out to the, you know, to the population a little bit more than what it is now. And that's my goal, you know, to at least get that far. But, you know, I'll tell you right now, you know, if I get to 100 videos you know, I'm still only getting maybe one or two views per video, you know, I'm thinking I just might stop this little train that I'm on, because it just don't make no sense to keep going. You know, maybe what I'm doing nobody likes. I don't know, but that's my cutoff. I get to 100 videos, 150 videos, and we'll see, because there ain't no sense going. The other day I seen a video. I didn't actually click on it, but it was a 19-second video. 19 seconds, guys. And I didn't even bother with it. 19 seconds, you know. And that thing got over 1 million views. I mean, are you kidding me? A 19-second video? How? What is the secret? Can somebody tell me that? But anyway, enough on that. You know, you're not watching me to listen to that, you know, me talk about that nonsense. So, hey, let's get right to it. Got a 16 by 20 canvas here, and I painted it black. You know, black canvas type of video here. And the black canvas, they're really nice if you're having a, you know, like a deep scene in a forest. This is what this is going to be. You know, where you're going to have like a lot of dark areas throughout the painting. And, you know, that sure save time. You know, if you know this is a white canvas, you got to start putting all your dark color in. It's already on here, you know, but, you know, you got to lighten this up. And I'll show you how to lighten that up here. And let's get to it. Got me some pressure blue on my brush here, and I'm just going to lightly mist this canvas, just like that. And decide where the lane is going to be at. I'm going to stay right around here, and let's just put in this blue. And come up right about there, so come over here, something like that. Now without cleaning my brush here, I'm going to dip my brush right into some phthalo green. Maybe right up in here, some phthalo green here and there. You know, somewhere around here somewhere. Just a little spot checking here. A little spot checking. There. Now, before that paint dries, that's very important. Before it dries, come get you some white paint on a brush here. And come right down in here, and let's brighten this up. You got the blue paint on here, you got the phthalo green, and come right here, and just start putting in this white. And as you can see already, look at that. It just brightens right up. And you just work it in, doing your little, what do you call your crisscross strokes. Here I'm hitting that phthalo green here. Some of that phthalo green. All the way up. Some more phthalo green. Boom. Yep. And let's just touch it a little bit more. Right here, you know where the, you know, where you want to highlight at the, you know, the sun coming through. There. Now I want to grab me a little dry brush here, and let's start blending all this in here. A little bit more mist. This helps your blending technique. Let's just blend this all out. This, you know, this gets rid of those little brush strokes, and it smooths everything out. No problem. And just go across it, something like that. There. Now I'm going to shut off the camera, step back. I'm going to step back and see what I got. see if I need to add some more light and everything. It really helps you guys, you know, if you are following along with my paintings, you know, step back from your painting and take a look at it. You can see a whole lot better. You just can. I can't explain it. You know, that's physics and science and all. I ain't all into that. I just step back and look at the painting, okay? It does help out. All right, guys, I'm back and mix me up some Prussian blue and some white. And I'm gonna come right up here and let's start putting in some leaves up in here. Come right up in here. This is where how you block all this light in. All right. And something like this here. And try not to cover all this light. Oh, this will hardly will show because it's way in the background. Way back there, so it won't hardly even show. But it'll be there though. It'll be there. See this little speck right here, this phthalo green, I'm going to leave that in there. I won't cover that up. Because I kind of like that right there. So you're putting in the leaves first, and then we'll come back later and put the twigs and branches and all in. And something like this. And just kind of block that area in. And I'm going to keep working on this. I'm going to come on this other side and do the same thing. So, and I'll be right back. Alright, now I got the lighter blue. Now I'm going to come this way in this direction and that way in that direction with a little darker blue. I just added a little bit more Prussian blue to the paint mixture and then come right up in here because we're working farther away from the light source. That's the key here. As you work in your way, things will get darker. Don't worry guys, but I'm going to have plenty of green in here. I'm just working up to it. Just working up to it. Alright, that's good for that side. Let's come over here. And put some of this right up in here somewhere. Now the main thing when you're blocking in this light, don't have it so equal on each side like it's a square. You know, these trees go every which way, right? So make them the same way. And something right there. Right there. Again, don't cover all this in that you just put in. That's there for a purpose. Ain't no sense in putting it all in, right? Then you're going to go cover it all up. I don't know. Some people do that. I don't understand. Why they do that. But that's them and theirs. I'll let them have that little bit. Alright, now I'm about to put out some green paint here and start painting in the same way. Just painting in a little green up in here. Actually, I got me some paint ready. This is just regular phthalo green now. A little phthalo green. Now we're getting into some greens here. just like this. One little bunch of trees, little patch of the trees at a time here. Don't come up here, down here, then over here, then up there. It won't look right. And just continuously working your way down. Something like this. There. Now I'm going to go on the other side. And I'm going to shut the camera off for a moment. I just speak to you. This is just a little hobby of mine, what I do. Whenever I think of a paint, I've been thinking on this painting, how to do it the last few days here. I don't have no sketches. I don't trace nothing. It's strictly from my mind to the canvas here. Just basically what I always say, my thoughts on canvas. But anyway, this is a hobby of mine. My really true passion, I guess you want to call it a passion, is sports. If you see my videos, you would know about that. And I want to talk to you a little bit about basketball. Now, basketball, nowadays I can hardly watch the junk. It's just so ridiculous the way they play now. Absolutely different from what I grown up, watching Magic, Bird, Kareem, Jordan, and, Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, all those guys there. They just played, a little different. Today, I believe with all my heart and soul and mind that these guys nowadays are trained or taught or whatever by their coaches that if you're going down the court and a defender comes in 10 feet from you, fall down. Just fall down and let a referee call a foul. I mean, that's the way it is. Watch a game. I try to watch it, but when these guys are just flopping on the ground, like I got, hit by a truck or something. It is ridiculous. You can't play if you're laying on the doggone ground. One of the biggest ones, really the biggest one, was Yao Ming. Are you kidding me? Yao Ming, 7'4", 300 pounds, whatever he was. Most of the time he's on the floor. Who's going to knock him down? I mean, that's, it's just ridiculous the way they play now. But that's the way it is. But I can't watch it. I can only watch it a few minutes, and then I just turn it. It's just stupid when they start throwing themselves on the doggone ground just to get a foul. You're not playing the team. You're playing against the referees almost. You're playing them instead of playing against the other team. Now, one more thing, and I'll get back to my painting. My beloved Detroit Pistons. That's my team in basketball. I only got one team in basketball. In football, it's the Lions and Steelers. And in baseball, the Tigers and the Braves. Of course, the Braves, yeah. And, but, my Pistons, I didn't know this. I just looked them up while I was at the house. I was, looked them up. I was curious who they might get in the draft coming up. An NBA draft, and they had a little story on them. And, oh my goodness. The guys that they have passed up in the draft, it is ridiculous. The ones they chose and the ones they could have chose. The Pistons, they passed up on a guy like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Okay? And, I mean, the list of just all-stars. I can't remember who it was, all the other players that they had passed up on, and the ones they picked, they're not even with the team anymore. So maybe they'll get it right this year with the draft. I doubt it, but we'll see. I'm going to continue on now with my green over here, and I'll be right back. Alright, I think I'm done with my trees here, other than the branches and all. I'm going to come right down here now, and let's put in the land. Alright, and you just do a little tapping technique. And this is where you choose where you want your land to go, the hills. You want something flat, whatever, and something like that. And try to go with the lay of the land. I want to have that little rocking motion. That's where I want. There. This is just a little phthalo green, a little white mixed together. And try not to cover up all this dark color. This little patch right here you see, I'm going to leave that open. I kind of like that. Alright. There. Some nice little patch of green right there. Now I'm going to come right into some sap green. Because we're working away from the light now, it's going to get a little darker. And all you're doing is tapping. I'm going to leave that little white spot right here too. Maybe that sun's coming in and got a little shiny right there. Yeah. Kind of like that. Alright. Let me step back and see what I got. Come right up in here. See this little dark area is kind of snaking its way through? Wouldn't that be a nice little path? Now I did not plan this painting to have a path, but once I seen that, wow. I gotta have a path right here. Little, it's a brown color, a little white. And you're just gonna come right through here. That's all it takes, is, for a little path. Path is like anything, like even a river or a road. Start off a little small back here, width-wise. As you work your way, get bigger and bigger. As long as you have this wider than that, it looks like path going in the distance there. That's how you get distance in your painting when you're doing paths. Okay? Right. Maybe a little more brown right through here. And there it is. Alright, alright. Alright guys, right in here, I'm going to put me just a little bitty waterfall. And I already put me some blue, the Prussian blue, and some of that phthalo green I mixed in there. Now I'm going to come back with some white. And just come right along in here. Play along. Play along, and then there it comes. Boop. And that's all there is to it. And making a little waterfall. There. Something like that. Right. I'm going to have me a little pond right down in here. So here's my light, of course. And it just comes straight down. With your brush, you got a little white on this, of course. And go across. And you got yourself a little pond or whatever. Right. gonna have little splashes here. Just put little splashes right down in here. And maybe some little water movements. There. Right. Hey guys, I'm back. I had to charge up the old camera there, but it's back and running, full charge. So let's go ahead and now let's finish up this painting, shall we? Yes. All I got a little limb color, brown, black, a little white, a little mixed in there. Let's come up here and let's start making some of these little twigs, branches, just wherever. Come over here, make some. Now, it might be just my opinion, but to me, you know, when you got a scene like this, if you don't have these branches in your painting, it just ain't gonna look right. You know, these trees need something to grow on, right? And just wherever, you know, mainly in these open areas, you got open, fill them in with some tree branches and trunks and whatever. It will definitely put a little more interest in your painting. You know, little details like this, it will what it'll do. You know, if you're out there trying to sell some paintings, this might work. You know, this might be why you know, your painting sold, and the person at booth next to you ain't selling nothing because they ain't got the all those little detail stuff in here. There. I'm gonna shut the camera off. I'm just gonna fill all this stuff in with some branches, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. On each side of this waterfall, I'm gonna put me some nice little wildflowers in here. I'm gonna start out with some red. Go like that there. Something like that. On the other side, you know, this is a good way of just blocking in you know, the waterfall here. And something like that there. Now I got me a little bit of purple. Give me some purple flowers. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put these all through this. Alright, so I'll be right back. I'm using a lighter purple here just to brighten this up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Right. And don't forget over here. And like that. Guys, I done with my flowers. I like to have some greenery in here somewhere. So what I did, I made a little flat brush, and I'll show you. Here's the dark side, double load. That's the dark side, and there's the green side, the lighter side. All right, I just added yellow. It's the phthalo green on the dark side. All right, and then you got a little yellow and phthalo green on that side. Right here's the source. So let's see here. Yeah. Let's just put in a little green right here. Thought it'd make it a little more interesting. There's that. Let's come over here. Put a little green over here. Load that brush back up. And something like this here. Just wherever. There. We're almost done with this, guys. Almost done. Right here, this is my last thing I'm going to do. I want to put me some rocks. And again, double loaded the brush. One side's dark, the other side light. And just come right along here. Just put a few little stones in here. Alright. Hey guys, I'm going to call this one finished. Hope you enjoyed this one. And come back and see me again. Escape Art by Scott. Share it. And hit that old like button. And subscribe to the channel for me. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Come back and see me.